Morning guys, morning. Just a quick one guys. Chelsea have obviously announced Paul Winstanley, and I'm reading this off the top here, was appointed role of Director for Global Talent and Transfers. Another person that we've recruited from Brighton, 8 years he's been at Brighton, and another one that's joined the Brighton posse. I don't know if you've seen the picture going around right now online on the internet, and it's a picture of the Chelsea badge exactly as it is, but instead of the lion they put a seagull. But I think this guy tells you exactly where the whole thing is going. This is all about a new project. This is definitely, anyone that's got any aspirations, no matter how bad it is, that Todd Bowley's going to get rid of Graham Potter. I just don't think that's happening at all, because of the structure that's being brought in. It's the entire Brighton. You may as well fucking rename Stamford Bridge the Amex, Perhaps they will, I don't know. But it joins the list of, people that have joined Brighton from Chelsea. Obviously the manager, Graham Potter, assistant manager Billy Reid, Bjorn Hamburg and Bruno Sator, assistant and coach, and the goalkeeping coach Ben Roberts, their player of the season last year, which was of course Mark Cucurella, head of recruitment and assistant head of recruitment, which I believe is Ken McCauley, who kind of is the liaison officer between the style of play and the recruitment and the first team. I mean, it's just fucking unbelievable. I'm just looking down here. It's just, as I say, with anyone that's got any thought process of, had we done this a little bit early, you could imagine us fucking having Ben White as our centre half. Maybe, we know we missed out because of the sanctions, but I know that on our list, our list of targets was Basuma, that ended up at Spurs. A lot of people were really angry that we didn't get that one over the line, and Spurs sort of struck early with regards to that. But you can see my point, guys. This is very, very, very much the way we're going right now, and I think there's nothing that really needs to be said. There's no mystery about this. I see our physio guy is also leaving as well, 15 years at the club. It seems to me as if everything and everyone is getting cleared out. This is, as I say, billionaires doing it their own way, their own project. They want to set something up where they've got their name, their blueprint all over it. It's their project, their money. It's their system that they're putting into place. Anything that resembles anything about the old system or Roman or whatever. Let's have it right. Anyone that follows Roman Abramovich really is into a tough situation. Anyone following Arsene Wenger at Arsenal, anyone following Alex Ferguson at Manchester United, anyone that follows, especially straight after, is on a hiding to nothing, because everything's going to be comparable to the person that's left. And I guess that's the situation with Roman Abramovich, loved by the fans, puts his money where his mouth is, and you can't argue that the last 20 years has been just total and absolute mega success. So how do they do it? How do they change it? Well, winning more trophies, not really going to be comparable, so they have to do it a completely different way. And how they do it, of course, is literally just clearing the decks. And the one thing that Roman never did and never got, I guess, right, is stability in terms of a long-term manager, a long-term system, a long-term project, and a long-term philosophy. Sustainable development seems to be the buzzword these days. It's definitely their way of looking to do things, putting their print on it all. Where do we go with all this? I see also that, as I mentioned in the last couple of videos, that the stadium and the possibility of moving away from Stamford Bridge is also something else that's being brought up now. I guess they're putting that one out there, seeing what the pushback's going to be like. Is there any resistance to it? You know, is there going to be statements from Chelsea pitch owners? I really don't know, but perhaps they're just testing the water, testing the ground, you know, seeing what could be done. Because let's have it right, if they can, the only thing really that they wouldn't control would be the pitch. And if you're a billionaire and you put that much money into a project or a football club or something that's, you know, you put your mark on it, I guess you'd want everything under your control. We know how billionaires think, and it is all very much about control. You know, they think on a different level to you and I guys, on an elitist level. It's all about them, and it's all about the ego, and it's all about control, you know. So maybe they're putting that one out there, guys. It wouldn't surprise me, because let's have it right, they've literally cleared the decks in every single area. And of course, the media, there's no negativity coming from them, isn't there? And I'm very, very wary of that, because let's have it right, any time that they're... I mean, we all know that the media is absolute nonsense. It's an absolute lie. It's propaganda, everything now. If you haven't sussed that out in the last few years, guys, you know, I guess you never will. But seriously, I mean, anyone that sits down and watches the news and thinks that that's the way it is, it's everything, it's all nonsense, yeah? And you have to say, with regards to the media, they're loving it. And if they love anything, right, you know, right, not with our best interest at heart, you know. So, you know, there you go, guys. I think that's the way we are going in different times, as indeed the world is very, very different as we move into a technocracy, and football is no different. Much love, guys, as always, and thank you for all those that put the comments down below, regardless of everything. Up the Chelsea.